As your head. All right. Getting ready to start. Wait a second. So this is my first time I have my producers in the background are checking to make sure the volume's coming through okay. So this is my first time streaming like this using StreamYard. StreamYard is pretty amazing. Um, got it? So I want to thank first, before I even begin, I want to thank Joe Pardo, Nick Goblish. Got it? Too much light? The producers, directors in the back. It might be too dark. I don't know. Does that work? All right. So sorry for the technical, but I want to thank them because Joe Pardo does a lot of streaming online, and that's when I first learned about streaming on Facebook. So I thought that's pretty cool. And the master Nick, I went to his house to record his podcast, and he's got this killer setup down in his basement, and he did everything on Facebook as well. He would stream live as he did his podcast. She's trying to get your attention, Mr. Producer. It's funny. I have people in the background directing, making sure we have enough light. So, volume. How's the volume? Can you hear the volume okay on there, guys? All right. Great, great. Yeah, I don't want to echo in. And also, Mr. Brandt, I want to thank you also for telling me about StreamYard because I didn't know about StreamYard. It's a pretty cool platform. So we are now posting or going live streaming to Facebook and YouTube. So what is this? Some of you might not know, but I am a martial artist. I've been in martial arts since I was 14. I started karate, did boxing when I was 8, and so on. So I've been in a form of martial arts for many years. Started Tai Chi in the late 90s, and I do teach an ongoing class for Tai Chi. Of course, we're in this unprecedented time in America where we can't get together right now. So, since we have to be physically distancing, I figured, you know what? I see some other people putting things out there. I've been watching the YouTube class, and I'm going to mess up, or excuse me, not YouTube, yoga class. And I know I'm going to mess up your name, so I'm not going to even try to say your last name. You know who you are. You have your awesome yoga class that you've been doing. And so I figured, you know what? I need to do a Tai Chi class. So we're going to do a little meditation today. And then every week, I'm going to be doing this every Friday. We're probably going to move it to 10 a.m. Fridays at 10 a.m. right here in my living room. And we may even move over to, I have a karate studio that I use. We might do it there so I can move a little more free. So first off, today, I'm going to do just meditation. We're going to do some standing meditation. I'm going to walk you through it and talk you through how to do that. But before we even begin that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Tai Chi. What is Tai Chi? Tai Chi is a Chinese martial art. The original martial art was the Chen style martial art. The most popular one is probably the Yang style. There is the simplified 24 form, which we will be doing eventually. I'll be teaching you that. And that's probably the most popular form. They took a bunch of the different, there's probably 4 or 5 main Tai Chi's styles, and they took them and the government came and said, okay, put together something for the masses. So they made the 24 simplified form. So everyone does that. You see it on commercials. You might see it in the park. See the old people doing it, holding the ball and stepping out and doing the move. So you see that and you're like, oh, well, I know that. That's my form. But today we're going to do a little meditation. So everybody's a little stressed out probably right about now on this time. You know, you're stuck at home. It can be a little taxing. You know, most of us, some of us can go to work. I personally have a job where I'm essential personnel, so I have to go to work, which is neat and easy for me. Some of you may be struggling a little more financially, so there's stress that can happen, and you're not used to being stuck in the house with people all the time. You're used to getting out and doing things. So we need to keep calm, relaxed, and sometimes it's easier said than done. So what I'm going to do is just walk us through. How many times have I said this? I'm going to do meditation. You guys got to yell at me, my producers in the back. Get to the point. Just put up cue cards. Yeah, no, it's my first stream, so I'm going to ramble a little bit. Yeah, I'm just going off the cuff, even though the cuff's all the way up here. Yeah, that's okay. Well, I mean, this is recorded as well, so people can watch it later on Facebook or YouTube as well. So that's fine. Yeah. So let's begin. So Tai Chi meditation is how I always begin when I do my Tai Chi practice. So to do that, basically, I'll come in a attention position, and then I will bow if I have students in class. So we take the right fist and the left hand, and we do a little forward bow. So chinny, that means bow. There you go. And then we'll do standing meditation. So I'll ask you to step out with your left foot. So I'll do the opposite to mirror you. Hopefully that works. We step out shoulder width, and then we just stand. Now, I'm going to close my eyes and walk you through the process to standing meditation. We close our eyes and try to be still. You know what? For next time, I'll have a little Tai Chi music in the background. Actually, why don't you pull some up on your phone? Can you? I know my Amazon Prime account. I have a Tai Chi. Actually, on my phone. Go on my phone. Either top left, top left folders music. There'll be my iTunes account. There's all Chinese songs, and then there's also my Amazon. I have some Tai Chi music. But so we'll put a little music in the background for you. So standing posture. This is called Wuji stance. Eyes are closed and relaxed. Wuji means no extreme or no extremities. So you use the minimal amount of energy to just hold your skeletal frame up. We want to be completely relaxed, like a rag doll, but we're going to keep our posture. So only using the minimal amount of energy. Walking through the steps. We imagine our head is light above our shoulders, above our neck. There's a string coming out of the center of our head, holding our head straight and tied off to the ceiling so it holds our head on top of our neck so it's not heavy. Aligning our spine. Our chin is slightly tucked forward to straighten our spine behind our neck. Your mouth is relaxed. If you're able to, you're going to breathe in and out through your nose all the time. I have bad allergies, so sometimes I can't, so that's fine if you have to breathe through your mouth. But if you're able, breathe in and out through your nose slowly. Every exhale, you want to relax a little more, a little deeper. Going down the body, we started at the head, face muscles relaxed. Lips, real quiet, really quiet. Lips are lightly parted, just touching. The tongue on the roof of the mouth. Your arms are heavy at your sides, shoulders down, arms pulling your shoulders down with gravity. You have a natural curve to your chest. It's caved in. It's called uh, concaved. Your back upper shoulders convexed, natural curve. And breathe. Stomach relaxed. Let it out. No one's going to judge you here. Relax your stomach. Waist, hips relaxed. You're going to slightly tuck your tailbone forward. By doing that, we open up the quads, the inguinal crease above the quadriceps, above the thighs. Also straightens our spine, aligns the spine, tucking the tailbone slightly, straightening our spine. Knees are slightly bent, ankles relaxed, and very importantly, feet firmly rooted, flat to the ground. And we stand and breathe. So we go through that checklist to get into this Wuji stance. And then we simply breathe. So you might say, so how is this meditation? Well, I'm going to tell you about that in a second. We have a process where we use our mind's eye or our imagination. We imagine that every time we inhale, we bring in positive energy. That positive energy fills our body. Now, as you breathe in, you can imagine that positive energy. You can picture it. It can even have a color you like. I just use white and a black color. So you have something that's bright and something that's darker. It could be your favorite color, green, purple, blue, whatever it is, something you like, something positive. Black and purple are my favorite colors, so I could use those colors as well as the positive and breathe out a negative, brown, yellow, orange, whatever color that I don't like as much. Doesn't matter what color. Just imagine whatever it is. Could even be sparkles, something positive, a red balloon, something that brings a good thought. Just imagine you breathing that in. And it goes and fills your body. Breathing in that positive energy, let it fill your body. And on the exhale, we do the opposite. On the exhale, you bring out that negative energy, any tension or stress. Breathe in the good, exhale the bad. So I could just stand here on video and just keep breathing in and out, but I think you get the point. To go deeper into that meditation idea, our mind is very powerful. So the idea here is to use your mind's eye, to use your imagination. So when you breathe in that positive energy, that's where the meditation becomes powerful. You're breathing in that energy, focusing and relaxing, and exhaling that negative energy, that stress. You can also pinpoint spots. If you have a bad back, a sore back, pain in your wrist or your elbow, you can picture that as you breathe in, picture that positive energy, that color, whatever it is, the sparkling light. Imagine it going as that deep breath goes in, going directly to that spot where it may be sore or in pain. And hold your breath for a second as it heals that area. And then exhale, bringing out that pain or that stress that's in that area. Bring it out of your body. So breathing in, positive energy going where it needs to go, and exhaling any stress or tension. Also, while standing, we're going to do hug the tree. Slowly bring your arms up, hands facing each other, elbows up slightly, fingertips or palms facing. We don't want to lift too high. We don't want to engage our shoulders. It's very important that everything's relaxed. So we're like a marionette puppet. Someone's lifting my string, lifting my arm to put it in place. So my shoulders don't get engaged. I lift up and relax. Miss Producer, you can join. You can speak up. Do you want to tell me something?
Just explain that the standing meditation that you just did can also be done sitting.
Thank you. Very good point. Yes. So Amara, my daughter, my producer, director extraordinaire, yeah, she wanted me to remind everyone that you can do this seated as well. I teach this class every year, once a week. Sometimes I'll do 8-week courses, and I've had people in wheelchairs, people just seated that can't stand for long. You don't have to be standing up. And even with this, if we're holding our arms up, called hug the tree, this is closing the circuit of energy that's moving. Our bodies are made of energy. We call it chi. That's the Tai Chi. It's energy movement. Basically, what we do also with that meditation is called Qigong. Qigong is working of Qi, moving of Qi. So we're working the Qi energy. Now we're standing, we're allowing this Qi to flow freely as we stand and meditate or sit. If your shoulders get tired or sore, just let your arms drop down. It's okay. We don't want any pain. We want to be relaxed. So speaking of that, let's bring our hands down. This is called hold the ball. So when you hold the ball, palms are facing one another, and we're going to be just below our belly button, just below the navel. This area is called the dantian. This is where we store our chi, energy, at our core. And we'll hold the ball here for a second. And doing what? Questions and answers? Breathe. Breathe. Breathe in through your nose. Hold it for a second and exhale slowly. Now I'm going to move on. Since this is our first class, I'm going to move on to doing some actual Qigong, moving of energy. We're going to do some exercises. But just so you know, that standing meditation, you could do that as long as you want. You could do it for as little as you want. The longer, the better, of course. But try it out for a few minutes, and then you can expand that time, make it longer and longer as you get better at it. But today, that's the end of that. Now, right when we're done from holding the ball, we imagine this ball of energy. We're going to expand and compress. So we imagine this energy between our palms. We breathe in, we expand the palms. Imagine that ball of energy getting bigger. And as we exhale, we compress, squeezing this ball of energy back together. And we do that a few times. Breathing in and exhaling. Last time, breathing in and exhale. Now moving on to our Qigong practice. We take this ball of energy, we lift up high, breathing in, and then we bring it down, washing over ourselves as we slowly let our hands drop to the side and relax. Good. Now we're going to do silk reeling. We're going to start small. We're going to take the right hand, we're going to come around, making a circle. Turn the hand over, push away, come around the circle, and pull, gathering. Lift, push, making the circle. Coming around, gathering. If you'll notice, I'm twisting my waist as well. You don't have to do that. It's a little more advanced. But we do waist turn and weight shift. Changing the weight and twisting the waist. Because this is our first class, I'm going to speed things up. I'm going to now move to the other hand. I just drop my right and I bring out the left. Continue with the same technique. Push away, come around the circle, and pull. Turn it over, push. I don't go any higher than my shoulders, as you see. I come down around my waist, and I lift towards the shoulder. I never want to lift higher because I don't want tension. That'll block the energy flow. So I want to be relaxed. I'm staying in this Wuji stance, the stance that we started with. Now I'm going to do both hands. Let's get crazy. So we're going to do one, and then the other hand's going to follow on the bottom. And then we're going to change. Uh-oh. See if we can keep up. Chewing gum and riding a bike. This is waving hands like clouds. Good. And then we'll close. Both hands come up. We settle, dropping our knees. Stand. And we bring our left foot together. And relax. And then we shake it out. Oh, yes. Very good. Producer Amara. I am mirroring you. So hopefully it comes across in the video like that. When I say right hand, I'm actually doing my left hand. So this is my left hand. But it should be your right. I'm your mirror, right? So you can look at the video and follow. Again, if you're seated in a chair, same thing. You would just move the arm and do the best you can with the body. You don't have to move the body. Also, remember, Tai Chi is individual. That's the great thing about it. So I have people that can't get into low stances. I like to get down nice and low when I do my stances. You don't have to. If you don't like that, if you don't have the muscle strength, you could be standing up real high and tall, and you could do the exact same thing that I do. So it's very set to be for the individual. All right, so you can make it your own. You don't have to do it exactly like I do it. Okay. What else did I want to do today? So basically, that's the idea of meditation. I want to go through a couple more basic stretches as well before we end today. Just some things you can do to relax and stretch out. So These are part of what's called the 8 brocades. The 8 brocades, if you look them up, you could probably, I could have a list actually. I could probably post a link for that at some point. But basically, each movement is supposed to affect one part of the body. Each 8 brocade. So there'll be like one hits the kidneys or the liver, one hits the adrenal glands, and so forth. I'm not a doctor. I don't know if that really works or not, but there's still good stretches and practices. So let's begin. We gather up, breathing in. Number 1 is called press to the heavens. We turn the hands over and we look up and press out. No, I'm not pressing straight over my head. I'm pressing forward a little bit, forward on a little bit of an angle. So breathing in, turn the hands over and press. Exhaling. I then circle my hands around, drop my stance, and I do it again. Breathing in, press to the heavens as I turn my hands over and push. Only going to do 2 of each just to give you an idea. The second one is called separate the heavens and the earth. Starts the same way, only I'm going to lift my left hand and drop my right. Then I turn my palms and push. And then I change. Coming towards one another, don't touch as I switch. Separate heavens and the earth with a stretch. Good. Number 3 of the 8 brocades. I spread my legs a little bigger. This is called draw the bow. It's like shooting a bow and arrow. So I'm going to take my right arm across my left. I'm going to pull back on the bowstring, opening up my chest, stretch. And then I'm going to change. Bring my left arm across, pull back on the bowstring. Feels good. Do it one more time. Stretch. Pull back. Stretch. That's number 3. Number 4, wise owl gazes back, stretching our neck and our hands. Breathe in, press down. Fingertips push, turn back as your head looks back, one direction. Coming back to the front with hands and head. Gather up. Exhale, press down, and then go the other way. Fingertips back, turn your neck. Let's do one more. Set. Breathing in. Turning and looking. And last one. Good. Also, before I forget, at the end, I'm going to do question and answers. So if anybody has a question, you can post it. I won't see who you are if you're not logged in or if you don't give StreamYard permission. So in the future, if you want to be seen, have your name come up, I can see who you are. Make sure you give them permission. You log in first. Otherwise, just leave a question. If you watch this in the future, we will also check the comments later. So if you have any questions about anything I'm doing, about my mic setup maybe. So I know a lot of podcasters might be watching. Might want to know, how do I sound so good with my wireless mic? You might want to know how I'm doing this right now with my director Amara in the back, so I can give you some answers to that. Or you might have a question about the martial arts or Tai Chi in general. Also, before we move on to number 5 of the 8 brocades, the real reason that I was pushed to do this, my daughter, Ilana, she is in England and she's stuck like everybody else. She's in the Air Force. I'm proud of my little Air Force girl. And she said she's having some trouble sleeping. She's been kind of off, just like everybody else. Her job has been slowed down. She's only brought in when they need her. So they're kind of letting everybody stay kind of held up in their dorms right now, in the barracks. So she's been playing a lot of video games, watching a lot of movies. By doing that as well, a lot of electronics, that can stress you out and bring tension that you don't realize you have. it's not good for you and it doesn't help to sleep. So if you're watching those kind of things and then you try to sleep and that's all you're doing, you're not exercising regularly, it totally messes you up. I myself has been messed up as well. I lost 30 pounds and I'm still doing good staying on my diet, but because of this, I can't go to the gym. I have a private class that I teach, just a one-on-one thing, so I can still do that. But in the group sessions, I can't do those anymore. So I figured, you know what? Let me do a little class on meditation for my baby girl so she can see this and practice along with her daddy. And also, I'll share it with everybody else out there. So hopefully, you get something from this.
Lou Austin Hastings says thank you for this.
Lou is amazing. Hey, Lou.
And Shayna says, Lala.
Shay. All right, my daughter Shayna and Lou, fellow podcaster extraordinaire. Thank you, sir. All right, so let's move on. Number 5 of the 8 brocades. Number 5 is called Big Bear, turn side to side. So I know about that. So I get into a big stance. I take my palms and I put them on my thighs above my knees, and I lean forward. Then I twist, and I push off of my thigh, twisting my back, and sit into it and relax. This is a back stretch. This is okay, I think. Yeah, because I'm going to come back up. So bend, twist. Big Bear turns side to side. Good. That's
John
number
Frost
5.
said I love when he called me baby girl.
All right, baby girl. So number 6. Number 6, 6, 7, and 8. We have 3 more left. So I usually don't do 6, 7, and 8 much. So let me try to remember here. What is 6? We have jolt. I have punches. No, it's different. I'm gonna do those as well. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Wow, on the pressure. See, I'm doing these off the cuff, just so you know. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is 6? Wow. I know 7 is punches and 8 is jolt to take away sickness. What is 6? Let me think. Hang on. It's actually okay. I'll skip 6 today. If I remember it, I'll come back to it. But 7 and 8, I know, so I'll remember those. 8 brocades, BROCHADE, I believe. But number 7 is punching with angry gaze. Doesn't mean you have to be angry or stressed, but it just means focused intent. So basically, I'm coming into a punch position. This is like a karate punch, but I'm relaxed. So I'm going to twist. I'm going to stare intently. I'm going to twist and turn with a stretch. Punching with angry gaze. Oh, I remember 6 now. It's hold the feet. I just remembered. Yeah, it could be. And there's actually alternates. If you ever look these up, you'll see 8 brocades. Some people do them in different orders. I just do them in the order that I learned. Yeah, so that's fine. All right, so punching there. We want to twist. No, that's okay. Next time, maybe remind me of that. But so let's go back. So my 6 or 7, doesn't matter the order really, is hold the feet. So basically, we breathe in, hands turn behind, rubbing the kidneys. I then slide. I'll turn sideways. I'll slide down. My hands go down the back of my body, back of my legs. Then I come around the front to the top of my feet and I hold for a few seconds. And then my hands slowly rise up. Breathing in. Let's do it again. Circle the hands behind. Come back behind my buttocks, behind my legs as I stretch the hamstrings. Bring my hands on top of my feet and hold. And then slowly rise up the front. And then you would go again. That's hold the feet. Lastly, number 8 of the brocades is jolt to take away sickness. That's a good thing to do right about now, right? To keep it away. So what we do is we deep breath in, gather up. We push down like we're pushing on a counter, and we're lifting ourselves up onto our toes. So we push up, hold yourself on your toes for a few seconds, and then you're going to fall back on your heels. A jolt to take away sickness or keep away sickness. Breathing in, press down with a lift, and jolt. One more time, because I like that one. See how my fat jiggle? When you lose weight, the fat jiggles. All right.
Betty Rubin
Hi, Auntie. All right. So that's the 8 brocades. Great. Now I'm going to do 3 techniques that we will do in the form. As we do this every week, I'm going to teach you the simplified 24 movement form of Tai Chi, the most popular form. These 3 postures can be done as meditation, standing in the middle of your living room. So I'm not even going to do the feet. I'm just going to do the hands. The first one is called Lo Xiaowu. Lo Xiaowu. It means brush knee. So we're going to start in our Tai Chi stance. I didn't even do Tai Chi, Miss Producer. So I have to do our Tai Chi stance. Tai Chi means grand ultimate fist or grand ultimate boxing. Tai Chi stance is grand ultimate stance. So we breathe in and drop all our tension. We're going to move our left foot. Well, it'll be this way. I'm going to mirror you. So we're going to move our left foot. So I'm going to take all the weight to my right foot, lifting the toe or the heel of my left foot. I'm going to step out shoulder width, putting my heel down, centering my body, and then slowly coming up. At the same time, I'll move my hands. So I'm going to do that again. I start from the position of attention. I drop, lifting my left foot, step shoulder width, center my body. Then my hands will come up with my body. Don't go any higher than shoulder height. I bring my hands in close to my body, press down, dropping the chi, and then I stand. That's Tai Chi stance. Now I'm going to do it starting the first posture. This is called brush knee. So let's try it again. Take the weight onto my right, step out with the left, shoulder width, center my body. Lift the hands up, bring them in, push down. Beginning number 1, I turn over the left or the right hand. I bring my right hand back. It's going to go back 45 degrees, approximately. Everybody's going to be different. The point here is you don't want any tension. So you don't want to turn back too far. Now I have tension in my back. Now I have tension in my shoulder. Anytime we bring stress or tension, that blocks the chi flow. We don't want that. We want to be relaxed and comfortable. So if this is as far as you go, right to the side, that's fine. If you have a bad shoulder, don't go as high. Whatever it is for you, individual. So let's try it. Right hand turns over. I reach back approximately 45 degrees. As I lift my hand up towards my shoulder height, my other hand, my left hand, comes up towards my shoulder. So position 1 is turn the hand over. Position 2 is reach back, hand to shoulder, other hand back, like you're handing someone a cup of tea. Position 3, bring this back hand, my right hand, towards my ear. Like I'm going to say, what? And my left hand will block a kick in front of me. So hand to ear and block. This is called brush knee. That's 3. 4, I continue the movement, pushing out with a strike and settling my left hand down like I'm putting it down on a coffee table. That's it. So let's do that side one more time. So from the beginning, 1, turn the hand over. 2, reach back with a cup of coffee or tea. Other hand comes to my shoulder. So this is 2. 3, hand to the ear as I brush knee, block. 4, strike and settle. Other side. 1, turn the hand over. 2, reach back as the right hand goes to the shoulder. You notice I'm not bringing tension. Don't go too far. 3, hand to the ear as we block. 4, complete, strike, and settle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do it 2 more times, real speed. So when you learn it, you do it choppy. Gross movements. That's what we just did. The flow will come later. Don't try to rush it. Do it choppy at first. But here's what it'll look like when you get it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Second technique we're going to work on is called Dao Chen Ho. Dao Chen Ho means repulse monkey, defensive blocking. So from here, turn the right hand over just like you did on the first one. Reach back with that 45-degree angle. The other hand stays out here this time. Both palms are up. This is position 2. Position 3, back hand comes towards the ear. Position 4, we bring the hands close to each other. At the same time, straightening our shoulders. Don't touch, just cross over. Then we're done. That's our block. Continue on the other side. 1, turn this palm over as the left hand reaches back, handing that person a cup of tea. 3, hand to the ear. 4, straighten our shoulders as we dive bomb. The other hand. 1, turn the hand over. 2, reach back to both palms are up. 3, hand to the ear. 4, straighten the shoulders and dive bomb. 1, hand them a cup of tea. 2, 3, hand to the ear. Say what? 4, dive bomb. Good. That's the second one, Dao Chen Ho. Our third and final one today is called Yuan Sao. Yuan Sao means wave hands like clouds. So we come in here, we're finishing Yuan Sao. Turn the hands over. Push away. We drop the left hand and we leave the right hand out. Now, the right hand is like you're hugging someone. Now, I know we have to be distancing each other. We're going to still get together socially like we are right now, but we're physically distancing ourselves. So we can't hug our friends from up the street or wherever. But this is the position. It's a hug. So I imagine I'm wrapping my arm around a loved one or a friend and I'm pulling them in for an embrace. That's the position, rounded here. All right. So as we push away, we drop the left and the right hand stays up in that rounded hug position. And we go towards the elbow. We twist our body as the left hand just hangs out, following. And then we get to the corner, 45 degrees, we change. As we get here, we switch, drop the right, and we lift the left into that open, rounded position. And then we follow the elbow. 1. Good.
Skip Mark Setzer says, thank you. I couldn't get my shoulders to loosen up.
Ha.
That was awesome.
Good. Fantastic. You know Skip? Skip's got to do our show. That's right. He is the, what do you call those guys again?
Blacksmith?
He's the blacksmith. Yes. From Ohio, rural Ohio. And he's going to be joining us on our show soon. I'm going to Skype him in, and he's going to be playing a, we talked about this.
Goblin?
No, I'm a goblin. He's going to be playing a gnome, like Nunu.
No. Doesn't he have a shop?
We were talking about maybe making him have a shop or something, but yeah. So this is called cloud hands. Cloud hands. Going to the corners, changing. Slowly going to the corner, changing. And then we'll close. Whenever we close, we bring both hands out. Settle, stand. And we bring the left foot to the right. Good. Just letting the dog out real quick. All right. So that's the 3 basics that we will incorporate into the form, which I will be teaching you starting next week. So if you can join us next week, it's going to be every Friday at 10 a.m. As long as my producer is able to do that. I think that's what we'll set it as. So Fridays, 10 a.m., we'll be doing this class again. We'll be doing a little meditation, exercise, and practice. It'll be about an hour long. And then I will go into teaching you the beginnings of the simplified 24 form. Any other questions or things I should point to, Miss Amara? So, if you have any questions about the setup, the audio, whatever, or about Tai Chi or martial arts in general, or even you want to just chit chat, drop me a comment in Facebook or YouTube, whichever that you might watch this on. Is that it? Are we done, Mr. Director? All right. Thank you. So, I will finish with my attention and I will bow. To bow is called chinny. So, I will take my right hand as a fist, my left hand is open, and I will bow forward to you.
And students will say Sheishi.
Yes, students say thank you, Sheishi. Sheishi. And the instructor says Bushi. You are welcome. Goodbye. All right, director. End broadcast. Top right, red button. See ya.